today's vehicles are so sophisticated, you want to try and find somebody that specializes in the vehicle that you drive. Who's validating that your shop that you're choosing has the training, has the know-how of where to find the procedures to fix your car properly and how the manufacturer wants it fixed,
Right.
not the way the insurer wants it fixed. And you don't want it fixed the way the insurer wants it fixed. You want it the way the manufacturer wants it fixed. You care about your safety and the safety of your passengers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Airing of Grievances. My name is Eric Reamer. That's Robert Grieve. And as always, it's a privilege to have you join us for our program today. Now, if this is your first time joining us, we say welcome and thank you. We do appreciate you coming in. If you see something you like, it means a lot to us if you click that thumbs up, and that tells YouTube that it's information that's worthy of sharing to other people. And so many of you really help us out a lot doing that kind of stuff. So
We're grateful. Thank you.
absolutely. And if you're one of our regular family, you already know that during the premiere of this, that first episode that happens on Saturday mornings at 9:30 a.m. here in the Mountain Standard Time, we're chatting with you live, and we always love that interaction. So keep that going. If you missed that one and you're catching something a little bit later, don't forget to leave a comment. Let us know that you were here, and let us know your thoughts on the topics that we discuss.
Nice.
That being said, Rob, I want to wish you a very happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you, my dear friends. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. We appreciate you very much.
Absolutely. Fancy new cup you got there.
Yeah,
I like-
Lexus.
Like that very much. So, Rob, let's talk today about the quality of the shop that you choose, you the consumer, the quality of the shop that you choose to repair your vehicles should, God forbid, you get into an accident.
Well, how would you know?
That is the question of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you
I mean, you're going to know by Google reviews and, other sources like that, what people say. They may or may not be experts in the repairs of their vehicle, and I've seen plenty of beautiful vehicles that were repaired absolutely horrifically. So we call that putting a little lipstick on a pig.
Right.
And look amazing from the outside, but when you get into the structural integrity and crash worthiness after that repair, people are at risk of being hurt seriously.
Corners have been cut and compromises have been made.
Yeah.
And before you know it, the driving public is at risk.
Right. And we've talked about this many, many times on many of the shows, giving you plenty of examples of this. But, kind of wanted to take it down the road today of, do you have anybody validating the shop that you're taking your vehicle to? So, and Rob, what the hell do you mean by that?
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and say it.
Rob, what the hell do you mean by that?
We're a Lexus authorized repair facility.
Yes.
There are only 2 places in Colorado currently that are authorized, certified to repair Lexus vehicles. We are one of them.
I see.
And along with that comes an audit once a year.
Sure.
And along with the audit comes hours and weeks and months of training
Yes.
throughout the year.
Yes.
This is not a once a year thing.
No.
This is an ongoing, all year long. Our people are being trained and brought up to date. We not only have certified technicians and people helping you in the office and so on and so forth. Some of them are senior certified, which is a step above. Some of them, including myself, are master certified.
Wow.
So
Okay.
you're talking to the people. There is nobody else in Denver that knows or the Denver, Colorado area
Yeah.
that knows Lexus vehicles like we do. Plus, we've been repairing them for, many, 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 many years.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what does that the education process look like? It takes many forms, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So share with our viewers here, what types of things do our technicians and paint staff and estimators and the gal who mans the front desk,
Yep. She's certified as well.
right? What do they have to go through?
Well, it depends on what job role it is. Okay, so you have, Heather's customer service. She's up front. She's certified in that.
Yeah.
And then there is repair planners that are actually writing estimates and blueprinting the car for the repairs to make sure that everything is captured the way it needs and presented to third-party payers
Sure.
properly, and going through all the procedures that Toyota Lexus provides on how they want this vehicle repaired, what's repairable, what's not repairable, so on and so forth.
Right.
So there's that. Then we have our technicians, structural and non-structural. They all go through classes. Our paint department also goes through all classes. So some of it is online.
That's what I was asking.
Yep.
Some of it's online.
Some of it's online. Some of the different roles, like the paint department and the structural, non-structural techs, have to go, New Jersey, Texas, California,
Yeah.
and there's several different courses they have to take in those different places, and certain places only teach these, and certain
Right.
places are equipped to teach these. And
Right.
so, the question that I'm posing to consumers is, who's validating that your shop that you're choosing has the training, has the know-how of where to find the procedures to fix your car properly and how the manufacturer wants it fixed,
Right.
not the way the insurer wants it fixed. And you don't want it fixed the way the insurer wants it fixed. You want it the way the manufacturer wants it fixed.
Makes sense.
That's the safety aspect of it.
Right.
And do they have the right tools and equipment? Do they have the right processes in place? So we just had an audit. The people from that handled the Lexus audits were here,
Yeah.
and that was an 8-hour audit.
8 hours.
8 hours of going through and validating files that of vehicles that were already gone. They're going through, and they have a check sheet for everything that they're looking for in those. And if they don't find one of these check sheets or processes filled out properly, well, that's a ding,
Right.
and you may lose the certification.
Right.
And there's like 200 different things that they photograph, video, look through,
Yeah.
scan, document, send to the mothership to make sure your car is getting fixed properly.
It's my responsibility to handle the marketing side and the consumer forward side.
They even
things
have
here.
standards for that as well.
They do. They check. Make sure is the website up to date? Is it standard?
Does it have a map? Does it have the hours? Does it have a telephone
Does
number?
it tell you how to call?
Yeah, all of that stuff.
And I'm telling you, they leave no stone unturned. It really is remarkable.
So going to a certified shop,
Yeah.
and I'm going to say that loosely a little bit because every manufacturer has a different standard when they come in and look at a shop and what they're looking for and so on and so forth. What is required of us to have one, we have 3,
Yes.
and they're $100-something thousand a piece. We have redundancies of everything. That way, if something breaks or is getting maintained or recalibrated, we have other tools that can be used at the same time
Right.
that fit the bill the way the manufacturer wants. Some shops don't have a frame machine at all. Some shops have $1,500 to $2,000 welders. Ours are $30,000-$40,000 welders. What's the difference? There's a big difference.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. And then you have to have the people that know how to use those welders. They're very high tech, and they're important to the way your car is put back together.
Sure.
And so there are some manufacturers out there that do a very good job of coming in and auditing cars in process, cars ready for delivery, cars that have already left that go through the files.
Yep.
Not just one, several
Yes.
of each thing. And they're in there in the shop counting welds. They're looking at the equipment, taking photos of serial numbers and capacities.
Right.
And all the rest of that. That's the type of place you want to take your vehicle to that has a certification and can speak to it
Right.
as to what they went through and what the manufacturer looks for and so on and so forth. Otherwise, you may land up in a shop that is going to do a far less expensive repair because they don't have the overhead
Right.
of all this training and all of the equipment and all the processes that we have to go through. One of them is a video that they take one of our writers, our blueprinters, put them in front of a computer and say, okay, log on to the Lexus website, and I want you to look up replacing an outer wheelhouse on this kind of a car, go. And they video to make sure they know quickly how to get to that information
Right.
and be able to provide it.
Wow.
This is not something you find in your normal, everyday, probably 90% of the shops in America.
And that's really why we bring that to your attention is, so many shops are available that you could go to that your insurer might even recommend for you.
Yeah.
And the great majority of them
Are ill-equipped in so many different ways.
right.
Ill-equipped in so many different ways. How are you as a consumer supposed to know?
Yeah.
If the car looks shiny when you get it back and the color kind of matches and maybe that's all you care about, you just need to get back in the car and drive it, you care about your safety and the safety of your passengers. You know, what we have to do when we're repairing a car is not the same as what any other shop is going to do repairing a Lexus because they don't know all the stuff. They don't get graded on all the stuff. We're required to do certain things that nobody else is required to do.
Yep.
And the manufacturer makes sure, and it's like that. The certification can go away if you're not doing what you need to do. So it's a very expensive proposition in many cases to become certified for the shop, but it's a great resource for you. And if you just look up your manufacturer, whether it be Toyota, Lexus, Volvo, Cadillac, whatever the case, and Cadillac body shops, find the manufacturer website. They'll put a map there and show you where the certified shops are that they endorse.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for bringing this to our attention. And, as we get ready to wrap this thing up, I'm reminded of an illustration that you use quite often. And that is, if you need surgery, who are you going to go to? Are you going to go to the doctor who spent all the money to go to the best school to be certified and trained in the best surgical procedures? Or are you going to go to the guy just south of the border who says, I'll do that for pennies on the dollar?
There is that. Today's vehicles are so sophisticated, you want to try and find somebody that specializes in the vehicle that you drive.
Right.
And because, you don't get a good shot through the shop here from this angle, but we don't have a lot of different cars here.
Right.
Most of what we do here is Lexus, Toyota, Subaru, the Germans, and we don't even fix them all.
Right.
The newer they get, the more I start sending people to certified people that I know, just because we don't have the tools and equipment for those particular cars, nor the knowledge
Right.
on how to do it. And what's best for you is sending you to somebody that does.
It's refreshing to hear you say that if we don't have the skill or the knowledge or the tools, we send you to somebody that does.
Yeah. And we know lots of people, and I've got lots of relationships in all the different manufacturers, and
Goes right back down to ethics, doesn't it?
that's what we try for.
Yeah.
It's about you, the consumer. That's what these videos are made for. hope you find them helpful. Anyway, it's close to New Year's Eve.
It is. Happy New Year to you, to your loved ones. We pray that 2024 is a year of blessings and prosperity for you.
Yep.
And if you need our services, we're here.
Just
always.
even if you have a question, whether you have it someplace else or not, we're happy to help you.
Absolutely. Rob, thank you so much. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday. Happy New Year. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. God bless.